Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are diving into another essential component of network management, installing and configuring a DHCP server on Windows Server 2022. Whether you are managing a small business or a small business network or enterprise environment, having a properly configured DHCP server is key to automating IP management. So what is a DHCP server? A DHCP or Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol is a network service that automatically assigns IP addresses to devices on your network. So instead of manually setting up IP addresses for each device, so which can lead to errors, DHCP ensures each device gets an IP address, making network management easier and more efficient. So um, let's jump right into it. And here I'm on my server manager. Here you can see all the rules that are already installed. ADDS and DNS are configured. So I made a video showing you how to do all of this. And now let us install our DHCP server on this Windows Server 2022 and then configure it. To do that, just click on add roles and features, click on next. Yeah, choose role based and feature based installation. Click on next. Choose your server on which you want to install this role. Here now our role is here, DHCP server. And now you can see all the features that you have on this uh, row. Then click on add features, click on next, next again, next again. Here you can check on restart the destination server automatically if required, so it can restart our server if it's necessary or required. Now click on install. So the installation will start right now. Just yeah. So just wait, and a DHCP server assigns several key pieces of information to devices on the network, including IP address, which is a unique address for the device, and a subnet mask, which define network site and help devices communicate within it. And also default gateway, the router address to access another network, like the internet, for example. And also DNS server, which helps devices resolve domain names to IP addresses, and also list time. So the list time is the duration the device can use the assigned IP address before renewal. So these settings allows devices to connect and communicate efficiently on the network, reducing human errors and something like that. So this is a powerful tool and features on Windows Server that need to be leveraged in order to make easier your IP address management on your Windows Server 2022. So the installation finished. We can close now. Click on this icon, flag icon here, and click on complete DHCP configuration. And then here, click on next. Yeah, use the following user credentials. Yeah, of course, the administrator credentials, but you can also do that for alternate credentials, so username and whatever. So click on commit, and now click on done. Here we have our DHCP server here on rows. Click on that DHCP server, and now what else? Click here and click on DHCP Server Manager to open the configuration console of our DHCP server. Let me make it bigger. Yep. Okay. Here now, it is time to configure our just expand your server name here. We have our server name here. Here, if you expand it, you can see we have IP version 4 and IP version 6. Here we are going with IP version 6. Oh, sorry, IP version 4. So right click on the IP version 4 here. Let me delete this scope because it already exists now. Let us create this scope from scratch. So right click on it and click on new scope here. So follow this wizard in order to configure your DNS server. Click on next. Here the DNS server name, let us say DHCP server, for example, as name DHCP, sorry, P server. And click on next. Here, the starting IP address. Don't forget our IP address range here. If you CMD here, CMD to open the command prompt and type this command to see your IP configuration, IP config. You can see that we need those information. This is the IP address of our server here and the subnet mask and the default gateway. So those information are very important. So the starting IP address, we're gonna say, for example, 10.0.2.20. So let us begin with 10.0.2.20, and then the ending IP address gonna be 10.0.2.200, for example. And here, what is the length? Configuration setting for the propagate DHCP server clients. So here, the subnet mask is not 8, but 824. If you go back here, we can see this. Our subnet mask here is 255.255.255.0. So 24 the length. And here you can see now. Click on next. Here, if you want to exclude certain IP address in our DHCP server, you can do that. So you know that our starting IP address is from 20 to 200. So let us say we want to exclude from 50 to 100, for example. So we're gonna say here 10.0.2.50 and to 10.0.2.100 and click add. So this address is reserved and cannot be assigned to devices on the network. So click on next. And here, what is the lease? That is what I was talking about. The lease is the duration specify how long a client can use an IP address from this scope. It can be 10 days, 4 hours, anything you want. But here, we're gonna let the default, which is 8 days. Click on next. Yeah, choose yes. I want to configure these options right now. And here, say to add an IP address for a router used by clients, enter the address below. So this is our default gateway here, the 10.0.2.2. So in your case, make sure that you put your default IP address here or default gateway here and click on add and then click on next. Here your server can see it automatically find it and click on next. And here it says Windows, ensuring Windows can use to store NetBIOS names to IP address. So let us choose the IP address of our server here, .2.15. So it says entering server IP address. Here enables Windows client to query Win server before they use broadcast to register and resolve NetBIOS name. So click on add and then click on next. Also choose yes, I want to activate this scope now and click on next. Now click on finish and now you can see that your scope is here and the status is active. So you have fully and successfully configured, installed, and configured a DHCP server on Windows Server 2022. So that's it. That's just what I want to show you. Make sure you apply this on your own. Today, let's recap what you have learned. Have learned how to install a DHCP server role and how to configure it, how to define list time, how to configure the range, how to exclude IP addresses from your DHCP server, and that's it. This is part of our Windows Server series where I'm showing you how to master Windows Server 2022 administration from scratch. Make sure you watch all other videos on this series and see you on the next video.